write this question on a separate sheet of paper and we'll go through how you would solve it. So it says the slope of a line is -3 and it passes through and it gives you 2 points, except one of the coordinates is missing a value. So how you would figure out how to solve this, remember you will be given 4 formulas on the board. You will have all 3 equations of the line and you're going to have the equation for slope. So remember that the equation for the slope of a line is m is equal to, how many people remember? Just, do you guys remember this? M is equal to y2, yep, that's right, x2 minus x1. And you use this equation when you're given 2 points and you need to figure out the slope, right? So what we did when we had to figure out the slope is I said, okay, take your first point and call that point x1, y1. Then you take your second point and denote that x2, y2. And then you'd fill everything in. And normally we'd be calculating what m is, which is the slope. However, in this question, they give us m. They say that the slope of the line is -3. So when we start filling things in, we need to substitute -3 in for m. So it's -3 is equal to y2 minus y1. So you just write down exactly what you have. So y2 is y minus y1 is right here, and that's -3 all over x2 minus x1. -4 minus 5. Then what you want to do is clean it up, right? 2 negatives, you can clean that up. This, you can clean that up into figure out what value -4 minus 5 is. So once you clean it up, it would look like this. -3 is equal to 2 negatives will give you a positive, so y plus 3. -4 minus 5 is -9. We need to isolate y, okay? There's 2 ways that you could isolate y. I'm going to show you how you sort of learned in grade 9, which was cross multiplying, or in grade 10, we're going to multiply both sides by -9. But here's how you do it. In grade 9, this is how you guys would have done this. You would have put that over 1, and you would have cross multiplied. So you would have said, okay, -3 times -9 is 27. That is equal to 1 times y plus 3. So 1 times y plus 3 is just simply y plus 3. So that's how you would cross multiply. And then to solve for y, Tristan, what would I do from here? Yeah, get rid of the 3. And what was that missing y value? 24. So the missing y value up here would be 24. The other way that you could do it, if you don't want to cross multiply, would have been this. -3 is equal to y plus 3 over -9. We need to isolate this y. We're going to have to subtract 3, and we got to get rid of this divide by -9. So the first thing you always get rid of is the divide by -9. What's the opposite of divide by -9? You'd say multiply by -9. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. -9 over -9 cancels. You are left with, on the left-hand side, -3 times -9, which is 27, which is 27 is equal to y plus 3. Subtract your 3, and you get the same answer. So whichever one you are comfortable with, you could do. I want you to now flip your book to page 607, and I'll give you your practice test questions. And I'll actually show you a quiz question that was on here that the majority of you got wrong. The first one. So on page 607, just right at the top, 1 to 7 and 10. Those are the only good questions. So 8 questions that you could do from here. everybody look at number one. So look at number one really quickly. This was very close to that true-false question on your quiz. It was one of the true-false, and what the question would have been on the quiz was true or false, the slope of this line is 2. So a lot of you, probably half of you, said, okay, I know that slope is in front of my x, and you said it is true. The slope is equal to 2, and then you got it wrong. Why is the slope not equal to 2? Ainsley. That's right. It needs to be in the form of y is equal to mx plus b. You have a 3 in front of your y. You need to get rid of it. Y is equal to 2 over 3x minus 4. The slope of this line is 2/3. I think yours was a 5x here, I believe. Yeah, it was 2y is equal to 5x. I forget what this was. And what it was true or false, the slope of the line is 5. Was what that was. Okay, so you could work on that.